All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. Who's ready for a little Mega Man X action right here on Speed Gaming Live? Let's go. This is a battle between Siberian Bull. Making sure I'm saying their names correctly. Siberianbull9 and Profection. Kind of like the names there. We are getting ready. The gates are dropped and the racers are off and running. Here we go. We are in the 100% category. And okay then. Here we go. We're waiting on Profection. And here we go. So, to get things started, a little bit of information about Mega Man X. First game in the 8-game X saga. Yes, I think that was 8 games. Anyway. So, Mega Man X, we are starting off here on what's called Intro Stage. So, basically, Mega Man X has to go through this giant highway loaded with Mavericks. There are little enemies. And as a Maverick Hunter, X has to go and fight the rogue Mavericks. So, but why isn't X dashing? We've seen X before. They usually dash. Yeah, this is Mega Man X. You don't get automatic dash. Thank goodness we got that in every Mega Man game since. At least in X2 and X3. Siberian Bull taking out the B. Profection very close right behind. And thank you to the volunteers. It's Audra. Thank you so much. Appreciate you getting them synced up for us. So Profection off to a little bit here of an early lead, but it's intro highway. A lot happening. We're not too worried about it. What you're going to see here is actually some pretty cool tech. You're going to be seeing Profection and Siberian Bull, at least Profection. There we go. They're going to be damaging down to about 1 to 2 health for X. And what does that mean? The boss that you're going to be facing here is named Vile. And Vile, once X is down to 1 to 2 health, maybe even 3 health, they're going to shoot a paralyzing shot to paralyze X. You won't be able to move. And just like that. This way here, you don't have to fight Vile immediately. You'd have to fight Vile anyway. You can't beat him, that I'm aware of. And it's not going to make that much of a difference. So, you have to damage down to that much anyway to proceed past the stage to trigger this cutscene. And we'll see that ship on the very top corner of the top of the screen a little bit later in the race. But the first stage that we're going to go to, of the 8 Mavericks that we are hunting, is Chill Penguin. Why are we going to Chill Penguin first? One, it's the easiest boss of the 8, in my opinion, and we are going to get Dash Boots. I almost said Charge Boots. Dash Boots, which obviously just makes life so much easier. We're going to see this seed open up a heck of a lot more once we get these Dash Boots, and unfortunately for Profection, they're just getting bullied here by some of these enemies trying to do this climb. And if you're unfamiliar with this piece, they're executing wall jumps on these little platforms. Any wall in the game is wall jumpable. Profection first to reach the Dr. Light Capsule. This is the Dash Boots. Siberian Bull right behind. We're about 7 to 10 seconds behind at this point. Like I said, now we're really going to get moving. Again, we are in the 100% category. That means we have to get all 8 heart tanks, 4 E-tanks, and then the special item, the Hadoken, once you have collected all 8 sub-tanks, 8 heart tanks, and 4 sub-tanks. Shout out to all of you hanging out watching this Mega Man X action. From all of us here at Speedgaming Live, we greatly appreciate you. Now, this Chill Penguin fight can erupt into a little bit of annoying RNG. Chill Penguin has several attacks that they do. And the most annoying one is that one right there, the slide. And Profection's already getting bullied by Chill Penguin. And you see Profection and Siberian Bull will both be executing this. Oh my goodness, 4 slides. They're doing what's called a dash lemon. Those X-Buster shots, you'll hear me refer to them as lemons. And a dash lemon will execute 2 damage. A dash green shot, 3. I believe a dash blue fully X-Buster shot is 4 damage. Nicely done from Profection. They did really get bullied there by that fight. This does allow Siberian Bull to get up there. Getting a lot of good RNG from Chill Penguin. Finally getting a charge. And a little bit of bad luck there at the end. Ends up with a final slide, but does allow Siberian Bull to quickly regain a little bit of momentum. The next piece you're going to see here is us facing Boomer Kawanger. Now, to get the Boomerang Cutter, which is the weapon you get at the end of this, it allows us to do a couple of very cool tricks throughout the game. This level is a little, fun yet annoying. This level, we've already got some route divergence. I'll talk about that here in a second. Boomer Kawanger's stage is you're going all the way up a tower. So it's a lot of vertical movement, and for speed running, and we're going to get to the heart tank here in a little bit. Why is that annoying? It's because it is. So Profection looking really good, making good use of that shotgun ice. Got to be careful with that energy, though. Siberian Bull picking up that heart tank already. Can't execute a trick that they could execute had they gotten the Boomerang Cutter to begin with. Picking up the energy. Now, Profection's coming to that point. The hard tank is up here, and it's one of the more difficult hard tanks to get without Boomer Kawanger's weapon. So what you saw Profection do is execute a small double jump off the wall to get a little bit of extra momentum to try and hit that ledge so you can do it without the Boomerang Cutter. You really don't want to spend another extra minute and a half, 2 minutes, to be able to try and come all the way back to this level to go and do it. No. You just execute a couple of good movements, and you go and get it. Very doable, and we saw Profection hit it really well. Siberian Bull getting the second X-Armor upgrade. And that is the headpiece. Profection doing this battle to Profection. Unfortunately, does get hit, and now is in a little bit of trouble. 1 energy remains. Got to be very careful here. What you saw Profection doing in a nice recovery. Profection was trying to keep Boomer Kawanger. The way Boomer Kawanger moves and attacks, you saw him going in and off the screen there. By keeping him hitting the corner with the X-Buster, able just to keep them locked in. And nicely done. So, nicely done with Profection. Siberian Bull taking on Storm Eagle. Remember that ship I told you all earlier? Yeah, that's Storm Eagle's ship. So Profection now is actually headed to Storm Eagle. Siberian Bull is going to get a interesting weapon once fully charged. The Chameleon Sting. We're going to be using that for a lot of movement tech later on in this game. Nicely done from Profection. And see, that's how you use the Boomerang Cutter. And there's the trick! By grabbing the item, you create this really weird glitched platform that if you execute perfectly, it's going to follow you, and Profection does hit it. Now Profection's going to be able to take this as long as they can hit it properly. Okay, nice recovery. Moving on, going to be able to clear the entire stage without playing with the platforms. Beautifully done by Profection. Just saved about 15-20 seconds. Profection with a couple of nice saves there. I don't know the name of that glitch, but that was really nicely done. Profection now has the helmet. Siberian Bull going to get the X-Buster upgrade. Magic Carpet is what it's called. Thank you, DF. So the floating carpet, Siberian Bull is getting the X-Buster upgrade. Now, this allows us to use not only the X-Buster to its third stage, but it allows us to be able to get the third charge shot. It's going to allow Bull and Profection to be able to execute some really cool weapons there, powered up shot. For example, remember that chameleon sting I told you earlier? Folks, what does a chameleon do? It blends in. So, when it blends in, it allows X to be able to execute moving through enemies without being damaged. That's going to allow us to save time, especially in the later portions of this game. For example, some of the Sigma stages, we're going to be utilizing that tech pretty heavily. Matter of fact, since we have the chameleon sting, Bull's going to utilize it most likely at the last part of the Flame Mammoth stage here. Profection with 3 enemies down to Bull's 2. Profection maintaining their lead. Alright, so Bull is not utilizing that chameleon sting here, but getting around these enemies pretty nicely. On to the Flamey Mammoth. Nice battle there. The Bull takes care of Flame Mammoth. Profection gets their X-Buster upgrade. Profection executing this part very nicely. Now Siberian Bull heads back to Boomer Kawenger. Neither runner using that charged chameleon sting to get through those enemies. Bull getting bullied a little bit on that climb there from those Fortis-like looking enemies. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, I'm WXFan21. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you give both of these runners a follow. Exclamation point are in the Twitch chat. Give them a follow. If you want to follow me, exclamation point C. If you are unfamiliar with me, or if you have listened to me before on commentary, I am a Counter-Strike caster and Metroid commentator, and I'm obviously getting involved here in Mega Man X, so in some of the X races, as well as I'm going to eventually get into Zelda and Earthbound. I love broadcasting. So thank you so much for tuning in here. Now, Siberian Bull. Oh, nice trick! Nice trick, Siberian Bull. Using the charged shotgun ice to create the platform to be able to ride it out so they can get normally on the platform with the heart tank. Very nicely done. Skywood, it is a pretty nice song, and oh, Boomer Kawenger is just pretty nice. down goes the mini-boss. Siberian Bull looking good so far. It needs to be very careful not to get grabbed by Kuwanger. And that's why you're going to be careful, Bull, please. Bull has no sub-tanks. And Bull is done. Bull takes an unfortunate death, allowing for Profection to continue to build their lead. So, Bull now looking to continue this Kuwanger fight. Kuwanger's weapon weakness is the homing torpedo. But, yeah, this is kind of... We're not getting a Launch Octopus to most likely the last boss. Both racers finishing their bosses. Siberian Bull on to Spark Mangel stage as we see Profection heading to Armored Armadillo stage. This is a stage we are going to revisit towards the end of this run. Again, remember earlier I mentioned this is 100%, so we need not only all 8 heart tanks and 4 sub-tanks, but we need the Hadoken, which is part of being able to call this complete for 100%. Nice grab of that heart tank. Both racers still need to revisit Chill Penguin stage. And what Profection did there is a little bit of manipulation of the lag. So in that part of the mine shaft, when you're riding along the cart, there is a lot of lag. At least there is in the English version of the game when I've always played as a kid. There is a decent amount of lag there. And Profection finally being able to take Armored Armadillo's armor off. Good fight from Profection. Dun 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 dun. This music, also, for what it's worth, pretty nice. Nice use of the rolling shield there from Profection. Siberian Bull finally done with Spark Mandrill. Siberian Bull has a lot of ground to make up. 2 bosses remain for Siberian Bull. Profection on their last boss. You have never seen Mega Man X before, there are going to be 4 Sigma stages that these racers are going to be going through. And in classic Mega Man fashion, they are what are called boss revisits. Oh, they both have an Chameleon. That's right. Thank you. I'm so used to watching Apt America and Geo and some of these other runners getting Chameleon done so early. So that's why they haven't used the Chameleon thing. It's because they don't have it. Well, they don't have it yet. Duh. My bad, Twitch chat. All taking their time. Losing about a half a second waiting for some of these enemies here, and they got time. They have to make up. Profection. Using that rolling shield on Launch Octopus. Nicely done. One boss remains for Profection, and that's Sting Chameleon. Siberian Bull. See, there's that lag I was talking about. Siberian Bull not executing those jumps. Look at the lag that Bull's having on this screen. And again, in a race, it's consuming a lot of time. Dickens making a very good point in Twitch chat. So I'm gonna wait to talk about that, Dickens. I'm gonna go back to that afterwards. I'm gonna explain a bit more about the Hadoken setup and how you have to get that Dr. Light capsule to appear. I want to know if you all are having a good time watching this race. Additionally, I want to know if you're enjoying watching some Mega Man X action right here on Speedgaming Live. That's what I want to know. This is part of the Mega Man X tournament going on for Speedgaming Live 2024, and I want to know if you enjoy it. For one, I am so happy to finally have some Mega Man X action outside the regular Mega Man games right here on Speedgaming. Nicely done, Profection. They're getting that Heart Tank last. Let's go. Now you see Profection hesitating right before those rocks fall. That's going to allow, actually, believe it or not, saving time rather than taking the damage. Picking up the extra life there from Profection. We need a minimum of 3 extra lives to get the Hadoken set up. Again, you're just going to have to continue to stay tuned and hang out. I'm going to tell you all about the Hadoken once we get back to that stage. No! Bull just mixes the platform. You see it on the expression on Bull's face. They are not happy. That is an unfortunate death. They have to go back and do this all over again. That's 2 deaths now that they've taken. Profection is ready to begin revisits. Luckily for Bull, they get a huge 1-up drop. Nicely done by Bull. So as you see, folks, the revisits have begun. We need to return here to Chill Penguin stage because inside one of these igloos is another heart tank. And now one last revisit. It is going to be to get not only the 4th energy tank, but it is going to be the Hadouken. Do you see all these bats that Profection is shooting? The one that they just passed was a big black and red bat, not the black and purple ones, but the black and red one. Guarantees you that it only drops a Mega Man Extra Life. May not drop it every time, but it will drop an extra life. And Profection making great use of this charged chameleon sting. Goes right through enemies, just keeps going, and it's just fantastic speedrun tech here. So, Bull finally done with Launch Octopus. They are on to Sting Chameleon. Alright, now it's time for me to explain the Hadouken. A WX fan, why did Profection take an unfortunate death there? Well, in order to get the special item in Mega Man X, which is the Dr. Light Capsule Hadouken, yes, that's a Street Fighter thing. In order to be able to get that item, it's very weird. You have to have all 8 heart tanks, all 4 energy tanks. And then you have to die 3 times right here towards the end of the stage. So Profection, that's 2 down. 1 more, and then you have to go back to the capsule with all health intact. You don't have to have all your sub-tanks full. You have to have full energy. Or the trick will, the trick will not work. And that is it. That is 3. The next time Profection goes through here, the Dr. Light Capsule with the bonus item Hadouken will be available. Correct. The full sub-tanks are for the golden armor in X3. But you don't have to have them full either. The golden armor will allow you to get full sub-tanks. You just need to, again, have all the weapons and have full health to get the golden armor. And not pick up any of the extra capsules throughout the way. You have to have regular armor and not pick up any boosted capsules. Good point, Skywood. I just think a lot of runners just go there because it's an easy way to fall off, and you just go right back for the checkpoint. Hey, what's up, Geo? Alright, with Profection, having that Hadouken, we're going to see some movement here along the side wall from the platforms. Profection's going to be really careful. Good movement. And once again, Profection is going to be damaging down here because it is time to go and fight Vile for real this time. And this time, Profection you see damaging down to very little health. They're going to be executing a boost here off the ladder and skipping the cutscene. Nicely done. Siberian Bull has defeated Sting Chameleon and now will begin their stage revisits. But at this point, they're several minutes behind Profection. Zero self-destructing to get rid of that mech armor. That's going to set up Mega Man X2. And finding the Zero parts. X breaks out there, full health, and now it's a full Vile battle. But folks, remember that Hadouken I mentioned? Yeah, it's a one-hit KO. That's why it is such a valuable item. Not only do you need it for 100%, but you just one-hit KO every enemy you hit with. But you can only use the Hadouken on full energy. Siberian Bull begins the climb up this Chill Penguin stage to go get what's going to be their last part tank. Part expander. Perfection. This is the part I was mentioning. One of the more important parts of this run. Utilizing that charged chameleon sting to be able to get up that portion to move on to this. And there you go, Boomer Kawanger. Done. So that's the only boss revisit here in the first stage. It's Vile, Boomer Kawanger, and now on to the boss spider. Siberian Bull, please do not forget about your sub-tank. Spider babies! If GCR was in chat, GCR would be proud. I'm kidding. It's a little joke. But, in the meantime, Sigma Stage 1, complete. You know, H-Money, I agree, it was a really annoying boss as a kid. He also possibly did get that tank on the first try. I didn't see him get it, but he might have got it on the first try. Siberian Bull is, again, to deal with this kind of lag, that's tough. Hello, Storm Eagle. Goodbye, Storm Eagle. You see how very useful this charged chameleon sting is in terms of movement tech. Now on to another annoying boss. It's Rangdabangda! The boss with the face on the wall. Very weird. But Perfection looking really good so far. But now Perfection's at a little bit of a disadvantage here. Yes, you can use the Hadoken to destroy each one of the parts of Rangdabangda, but if you destroy that middle part before you destroy any of the eyes, those walls stay closed like that. So what Perfection just did there was a charged shotgun ice shot. There is a little glitch where if you move into that room with the charged shotgun ice, you see how the room was a little bit discombobulated, that you couldn't really see the top. That allowed you to actually skip that boss entirely. So now Perfection has to be really careful. They had the charged shotgun ice landed it, but Sting Chameleon did unfortunately hit them a little too early. Had to take that sub-tank and fill back up to full health to be able to hit the Hadoken onto Sting Chameleon. You can only use the Hadoken while you're standing on a standable platform. You cannot hit it while midair. Nice shotgun ice into the Hadoken. Spark Mantle is done. Couple more bosses here, folks. And nicely done from Siberian Bull to skip the cutscene. Hello, Launch Octopus. Goodbye, Launch Octopus. Again, these boss revisits here are pretty straightforward. Because we have the powered up Hadoken shot, there's really no big deal to this. And fun fact, of the 3 Mega Man games, the original trilogy, X1, X2, and X3, the Hadoken is the only one that's an instant one-shot kill. In 2, the Shoryuken does damage per hit. And then in X3, you get the Z-Saber, which is a 2-round Z-Saber kill. Or 2 Z-Sabers to kill an enemy. Now Profection on to the boss of Sigma Stage 3. And that is... D-Rex. Nicely done from Profection. Didn't even need to wait, just goes and hits it. Profection is moving on to the final Sigma stage, Sigma Stage 4, where there are 3 bosses to attack. The climb up the tall tower begins. Oh, Siberian Bull getting really bullied by Kawanger. Dang. Nice recovery, though. Triple boss time. First is going to be Sigma's dog. No! Oh, that fire almost hit X. Nicely done. Now, on to Jedi Sigma. See, Sigma's not a big threat. What are y'all talking about? And now Sigma's the floating head. Welcome! Well, not welcome. This is the final boss of Mega Man X, Wolf Sigma. Can you Hadoken this guy? Yes. Is it very difficult? Yes. So, you see what Profection is doing. It's using Wolf Sigma's weakness, which is the rolling shield. And time! Profection is your winner. GG's Racers. Great run. Unfortunate for Siberian Bull, getting a little bit of damage there. Can't execute the Hadoken afterwards now. So very nicely done from Profection. Third. What is the official time here? The official time on racetime.gg is 37 minutes and 16 seconds. Nicely done from Profection. This is best of 1 for now, Dickens. That's possibly changing when we get to the bracket stage or the playoffs. But it is best of 1 in the group stage. And Siberian Bull really bullied right now. Not good. Using that charge rolling needs chameleon thing. Oh, unfortunate. The iframes after being hit by the X-Buster shot for Siberian Bull. And Eagle, chill! Stop with the dives! Oy vey! What is this RNG? That is some absolutely terrible Storm Eagle RNG. The amount of dives that we saw there is just ridiculous. Rang the Bangda for Siberian Bull. Again, the Chameleon Sting is Rang the Bangda's weakness. Looking good so far. Down go the walls. One eye is down. And down goes the mid piece. Really good Rang the Bangda fight. Siberian Bull now on to, in my opinion, what's the longest of the Sigma stages, and that's Sigma Stage 3. We'll see Bull execute the same strategy. Just misses it, though. Now has to deal with Armored Armadillo. Could not get the setup to fit. Okay, that's not too bad, though. Oh, unfortunate. Bull is being bullied. Prof, I see you hanging out in the waiting room. Feel free to come on in now. Come on in at Sigma Stage 4. Or wait for Siberian Bull to get here. And there it is. Siberian Bull does forfeit the race. GG's to Siberian Bull. And GG's to Profection. Profection, come on up! We are joined by the one, the only, the winner. It's Profection. Prof, GG's.
Hi there. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That was really nicely done. A really, really good race.
Thanks.
And was there anything in that race that kind of bothered you? Was there a trick that you ended up missing that you wish you could have back? Kind of talk to us about the race.
Sure. So the timer, you know, it's a hard thing, a hard concept to grasp sometimes. And I had difficulties at the beginning. But that aside, my hands were really cold. So a few things were a little shaky. But I made it through intro, so I was like, okay, that's cool. Got dash boots, made it through Penguin without dying, so that's like the first hurdle. And then just go from there. I messed up a little bit in Kuwanger, didn't feel good about that one.
Yeah, probably one of your more shaky stages that we've seen. We saw throughout the race.
For sure. Third try Iceless, which is okay. I'll take that in a race. And then, you know, after we got Carpet and Eagle, so that was good. I almost lost it, though. After I got the sub-tank, I went too low and I fell off it. So I had to drag it back to the left and then around the blue guy. Because if it hits the blue guy, the carpet stops moving. It starts going on some invisible track and it doesn't fly anymore. So I saved that. This run shouldn't have made it as far as it did, really. There were just a few things, like nothing big, but like a lot of minor mistakes that could have been big. Yeah, Dillo skip, there we go.
Yellow skip was nice.
Dillo skip was good. What else? Yeah, I think I hit everything. I just booty. I didn't get the sub tank phantom grab in Armadillo stage the first time because I overshot the setup. You're supposed to dash and then walk off of the ledge, and I dashed off the ledge, so my setup was wrong. And then same thing on the second try. I just messed up my setup and shot a bunch of boomerangs, and it messed up the frame rate, so I couldn't time it anyway.
Gotcha. Very good. Let's go get Bo in here. They had an invalid invite. I'm gonna ping this to them right now.
Yeah, sure.
Get them in here. All right. So, Bo, if you're watching, check your Discord DMs. I just pinged you. Pinged you one, so feel free to click it, join, come on in. There they are. Welcome, Siberian Bull. GG's.
GG's, Bull.
Sorry, I had to turn off some sounds so I can actually talk to you guys correctly. Hey, I think GG's, Prof. Yeah, not... I knew I wasn't going to win. And the fact that I predicted how it was going to end, when you were and where I was before the race is incredible. I think
that was nice. I wasn't really paying attention. I was in try hard mode, man.
I mean, I tried hard, and then Boomer decided, no, I'm not going to cooperate with how my script's supposed to work with my health.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me, and I died with 1 health.
Yeah. I was lucky. Actually, that's a good point. I got grabbed by Kawanger at the end of the dance, and I only had 1 HP, so if I didn't get a small drop before getting into the Kawanger fight, I would have died there.
Yeah. I'm also mad that I didn't get my jump off the eel underwater because I landed right in the spikes after I killed it.
Oh!
So that hurt bad too. And yeah. I didn't get the Dillo skip, so I was like, you know what? There's no chance for a PB, and I'm good with it as it is.
You got far, though.
Yeah, I got far. I could have finished, but I was like, yeah, I don't like wasting people's time. Plus, we got if WX is not an informative fan, we actually have a 3 a.m. race happening tonight. So I don't know who's going to be
3 a.m. Eastern. Gonna be sleeping.
Yeah, a lot of us will be sleeping, but there's a 3 a.m. race happening tonight, so yeah, that's a thing.
Just take a cool 5-hour nap real quick, come back to it.
Yeah, and possibly upset my entire family by, commentating at 3 in the morning!
For sure.
I felt good about that. I felt good about everything else. The birds decided to be jerks as well, because I decided to just stand there and let Penguin hit me with an ice block. Yeah. And then Eagle did not want to stand still the second time, even though I did get no dives the first time.
That was some of the most annoying RNG I've ever seen in an Eagle fight. The amount of dives that you got was ridiculous, Bull.
Yeah, he cooperated the first time and said, no, I'm not going to do it the second time.
No, he let it pile up and brought the savings onto you.
Clearly.
I love that boss too. Eagle and Armadillo both share a special place in my heart.
Hit the sarcasm, folks. Hit the sarcasm.
Yeah, if you want to have a really great boss fight experience, try fighting Armadillo with Buster only.
Yeah, I've done that.
No, thank you. I've seen Buster only runs. They're annoying.
Mm-hmm. Tink.
Okay, I got nothing else.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm GG's, man.
Great. Well, thank you both for putting on a great race. GG's to you, Prof. GG's to you, Bull. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here. We have plenty of action going on here on Speed Gaming. Check out all the other Speed Gaming channels for a ton of stuff. We got Super Metroid stuff going on. I'm sure there's some Zelda stuff happening. I think Bull's actually going to go take a 5-hour nap to go calm that 3 a.m. race. I'm kidding. But if you all happen to be up at 3 in the morning and that game is live here, it'll be right here on Speed Gaming on some channel. Maybe we'll use the Speed Gaming, I don't know, early AM channel. I'm kidding, it's not actually a thing. Go check out the schedule, go check out the bracket. For Prof and Siberian Bull, I'm WX Fan saying I'm WX Fan 21 saying we'll see you next time.